All right, this is the G.T.O podcast. That stands for Gaming Thoughts and Opinions. Before you feel like, oh, this is another stupid gaming podcast. Well, you're right, it is. But we're different, I swear. Anyway, my name is Mark Anthony Davis, and that is over there, what you can't see.
Comic Sam Lucker. Crap.
Oh, don't worry about it. No, don't touch it. All right, we're both 17. We're in high school. We're working out of my friend's mother's house. We're very much dependent on other people. We do not have a job. We like games. We like podcasts, so that's why we made one. We're very much underqualified, but I think in a way that makes us ultra qualified. Because everyone in the gaming industry they're jaded, right? They're all like, man, games or whatever, right? No, you get what I'm saying, but like they take it so seriously, and I feel like if it's a game, you shouldn't be taking it seriously. I don't know. Is that too wild to think?
Not really. I mean, do what you want.
Whatever.
Don't let people tell you what to do, how to feel.
The whole point of this podcast, whole point of like doing all of this is to like give our insights, because I feel like, well, personally, I feel like my voice, the stuff that I like, is not exactly being promoted on the internet. Like maybe on like Reddit or something, if you dig on the deep web, the stuff that I like, but the stuff that I like it's not very visible. At least that's what I see, and that's what inspired me to do this. Anyway.
That's because you hate literally everything popular, though.
Yeah.
Overwatch? Nah, that's not cool.
I mean, I'm not
Undertale? Nah.
Okay, Undertale is not cool. Overwatch is fine. Undertale, we get into that later. But anyway, introduce yourself.
I'm Sam.
You said it already.
My mother's house that we're in. Not in the basement, though. So, I like most everything pop culture, video games, comic books.
Lame.
Not most of the music, though. But movies, seen those are real. Like Mark said, 17, just working through this. Found it was something we liked and went with it.
So the first thing I want to start off here, so you get the temperature of our personalities is what games that we like. So what games do you like, Sam?
I play a lot. RPGs, some JRPGs occasionally. Live action, or not live action. Real-time strategy.
You LARP?
I have LARPed occasionally, but I got hurt immensely. Physical pain was not good. How about you? What games?
I like all types of RPGs, mainly ones in particular when you can like upgrade certain points, like Skyrim or Summon Night, where you could upgrade certain stats beyond your level ups. And I like sports games. I like single player games. I love first person shooters, but I don't like competitive games because I don't think I'm a very competitive person. And I learned that the hard way because when I got on the basketball team, I could not care one bit. Like, I'll work hard, whatever, and I'm like, as soon as I got on that court, I'm like, oh, I didn't get that rebound, whatever. Oh, I didn't make that shot, okay. I got homework to do when I get home anyway, so. Anyway, I like games I can take at my own pace, I guess you could say.
So, you're not one of those COD swag fags that just like, yeah, it's the best game ever, man.
I mean, I think it is one of the better games ever, but not for the same reasons. Like, they say it's the best game ever, even though they play like the game with the least amount of depth. They play the part of the game that's like that gives you the least. Like, they don't play a single player, and they might play a little bit of the zombies or survival mode, but they end up playing multiplayer, which is just doing the same thing over and over again on the same 20 maps.
And so this goes back to you wanting to take it at your own pace?
I mean, it's not even that, because I love Call of Duty multiplayer, but I just feel, in terms of that multiplayer, I don't feel it's like a single player RPG in that you're upgrading your weapons. That's how I approached it. But when I'm talking about like taking at my own pace, it's like Overwatch and Counter-Strike, those fast-paced first-person shooters. You have to be like very much into. I never really liked that because like and fighting games as well. Like you ever play a fighting game competitively, you have to be really into it, or you're just gonna get like beat up every time. You're gonna lose every match.
Yeah, it's very bad. You gotta. It's a different breed of people, you know.
It's like if you could do this. I know I might sound like a douche for saying this. Like, wouldn't there be like a lot more money if you got into a real sport?
I don't know. Esports is climbing on up there. And
yeah, it is.
If people keep retiring from football and stuff because of concussions, esports might one day, very far in the future, might one day actually surpass the physical sports that we love today.
I guess me thinking though, like it's like we're getting closer to a dark future where we're becoming like one with technology. There's not gonna be no more sports; it's just all esports.
Is that dark though?
I mean, depending on, I think it can go one or two ways, really bad or all right. I think the consequences definitely outweigh the positives.
It can't be really good though. It can't be the best thing for us. There's no way.
I don't know. I think I'm really conservative at heart. I don't like change anyway. So, anyway, what games have you been playing lately?
I really got into Rebel Galaxy. It's this new space-based, not really a trading sim, but you can be a miner, a trader, a pirate, anything you want. It's like if Firefly were a game. It's the closest thing I could compare it to.
I don't know what Firefly is. I don't think anyone knows what Firefly is.
Alright, well, you take control of a ship and you do what you want and you make money. Cash money.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Do you get to jump on other people's ship and stab people in the face?
There is no... You're only in your ship. You're not... When you go to like space stations and stuff, they're like Mass Effect level, not really at all Mass Effect, dialogue options. But there's usually only like one or two options. So, not that wide-ranging of a... But it's fun.
Is it a full game or is it like in beta or something?
It's a full game, if I remember correctly. I don't know. It seems full.
It's free?
Yeah. No, it's not free. It's not free.
So you just bought a game not knowing if it was finished or not?
It's like $20. It's finished. I don't know if it was recently finished, if it's been finished for a while, but...
What else?
DC Universe Online. That's free.
You gotta have like PlayStation Plus?
No, it's free all across.
Well, alright. That's a game I'm not gonna be playing.
Oh, okay. See how it is.
What else?
That's it. Those are the only two games I've played a lot of recently.
I've been playing a lot of like all the Gen 3 Pokemon games because I have to finish my life goal of completing the Pokédex, which according to this Sun and Moon news is going to be even harder because they're going to add at least 100 Pokemon.
That's never going to happen though.
What do you mean never going to happen?
You're never going to finish the Pokédex.
I'm pretty close on doing it in 3rd Gen. I need to find 16 more Pokemon.
Oh, you're just talking gen for gen, not like
Gen
forever.
2, well, yeah. I think I'm going to die before Pokemon dies, so yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm playing like 5 games at one time. Actually, like 6. I'm playing through Coliseum and all the Game Boy Pokemon games. And I've been like, I'm trying to get all the Pokemon, like beat Coliseum so I get all the Johto Pokemon. And one thing that's going to get in my way is the event Pokemon. But I got Deoxys and Mew and Celebi because that flash card I bought?
Yeah.
I bought I bought a GBA flash card. You can load ROMs into it or whatever and put in your Game Boy. So what I did, I had already made a ROM, Pokemon Emerald X, making the game basically hard mode.
It's very good. You can't get it, but
hey, if you want it, send me that email. Send me an email and I'll give it to you. And then, so basically, I put that ROM, I edited it to add in Odell Town. There's these two houses in a Pokemart in a Poke Center, and I changed, instead of warping you into a house, it warps you into Birth Island Naval Rock and wherever Mew is. So when you walk into those houses, you're on the island and Mew's just sitting right there. So I also put Master Balls in the first room.
Yeah.
So you got 99 Master Balls, and you could, after you beat the first route, you could catch all the event legendaries. So I put that in my Game Boy, traded that to my actual Game Boy games, and now I have those event Pokemon. And I feel like really bad, but really good at the same time, because Nintendo did something stupid. Like, why would you make event exclusive Pokemon? I'm still thinking about that. I don't know why. Anyway, I did that. Another game I've been playing was Summon Night Sword Craft Story, whatever that is. And
1 or 2.
1. It's really
good.
I really like it, but I looked at a walkthrough. Like, I got like 6 chapters in, according to Game Facts, and I thought the game would be the first game. Like, the first part of the game would you be beating the tournament to become the Craft Lord, but it seems that that's the whole game. And I'm already like 4 hours through it, and it seems like I'm like 2 matches away from beating the game, and that's anticlimactic to me. But since I really do like the game type, I'm looking at there's a Summon Night 2 like for Game Boy, but there's like a 3, 4, 5, and 6 on the PlayStations.
Ooh. You think it's gonna stay the same though? Switching over to a completely separate console type?
Man, I hope so. Well, I hope it's like the same like action RPG elements made with more stats. I like stats. Any besides that?
Speaking of Pokemon ROMs, I was playing this Dragon Ball Z skin swap, where you catch certain DBZ characters and make them fight for you. It's basically the same. It's a lot more constrictive because there are less characters and less types, because I think pretty much everyone's fighting type except for like 6. So it's fun for a little bit.
Is it better or worse than Dragon Ball Xenoverse?
Probably better.
Alright. Well, you heard it here first. A year and a half after that game came out. Alright. Well, let's talk about some news. Since I really don't care about telling people the news, because that's not the advocate. At least I don't want to be. I don't want this podcast to be about like giving you the news, because that is stupid. There's barely any gaming news. Gaming news kind of doesn't exist.
When there's big gaming news, like E3 is coming up in a couple weeks, people that care are gonna find out about it anyway. We don't need to
but
tell
they
them.
need me. They need me to write a blog post about saying that this is what's happening, because you didn't know. There's not like a live stream or anything. You wouldn't know what happened.
Then come check out our blog when it actually exists. Maybe.
I was being sarcastic. That's dumb. So I'm looking at this. There's wireless gaming headsets coming out. Are you hyped for that? Racer's coming out with new headsets.
Okay. I might use one of those. Probably not.
Ooh, it's probably overpriced like everything else they sell.
Check out our gameplay channel. Think that would be good for our gameplay channel?
No.
Nah. Who needs mics? It's not like we talk.
Let's see. New Pokemon, that's good. I'm actually interested in that. So, what you know about the new Sun and Moon?
So they just released the legendaries a couple days before this recording, and the Sun one, beautiful. It's making me think of Entei, the legendary dog trio. That's that whole thing. It really reminds me, because back when this was first announced, I'm like, they better base this off of Amaterasu, and I can't remember the Japanese moon goddess's name, but they better base it off that some way. And this dog makes me think of the legendary dog trio and Okami. Those are 2 very big parts of my childhood, so nostalgia, definitely.
Did you play Okami on the Wii or the PlayStation?
PS2.
Ooh.
All the way.
Ooh. Isn't the Wii one better because you could draw with the Wiimote instead of drawing with joysticks?
But it's the Wiimote, bro.
I love the Wiimote. Everyone complains about how it doesn't work.
It's just mine. Mine doesn't work at all. So.
I think mine didn't work because it came with a Wii Motion Plus.
Ooh, that might change some things.
Earlier before we recorded this, you said you didn't have any, like, you don't have the PS4, the Xbox One, or the like, you don't have any new consoles.
I mean, I've got a PC. That's not really new, but it's not old.
It gives you advocate to new games. I mean.
Yeah.
You have a Ouya?
Do I have an Ouya?
Yeah.
No, I don't have an Ouya.
Can't be my friend. Never mind. This is over.
But I saw a blog about this guy who turned an Ouya into like a Legend of Zelda treasure chest. And so when you'd open it up, there'd be the console. And it'd be like wirelessly connected to his TV. Gave that to his son for his birthday. It's the one thing it's good for is heartwarming gifts. But not actual gameplay.
Alright, I'm having trouble here. Because, I keep looking at this news and there's nothing I care about. So, who cares about Tomb Raider, really?
A lot of people. It's a very popular gaming series, so...
Whatever. I don't know what's causing this, but why is there always a focus on new games?
Because the old games had focus on them when they were new.
But yeah, it's not... There's like too much of a focus on new games. I feel maybe that's just me, but I'm like, hey, why don't we talk about like I don't know, let's talk about Earthbound. No, for no reason. I'm asking Earthbound up as an example. All right, when Undertale came out, there was just this mass exaltation of praise upon this game. So and people were like, Undertale Game of the Year, and I'm pretty sure it got like some award.
Yeah,
it wasn't Game of the Year, but
it got a couple Game of the Year awards, but not like the big ones.
Yeah.
I don't think.
If you're gonna do this for this game, why didn't you do that for Earthbound? Why didn't you do that for Mother 3? Because I think that's what makes me angry.
It's because this isn't necessarily true, but it's what I think. It's because Undertale reminds these people that grew up playing Earthbound Earthbound and the Mother series. They were like, whoa, this is a game that like we grew up with. Because Undertale was basically, it started out as an Earthbound ROM.
Mm-hmm.
So they love it so much because it brings them back to those times when they couldn't raise those games, the Mother series, to such heights.
The Mother 3 was the translation came out in 2006, 2005. They had all this stuff back then. I don't know. It makes me very angry. Like, this game does not deserve. I'm not saying it doesn't deserve praise, but I'm saying like this guy, whoever made this game, let's not praise him. Could we just praise, like, get some money for Mr. Itoi, Shigesato Itoi, who made the Earthbound series? Like, I'm pretty sure he probably wanted to make like an official Mother 3. Cause I mean, his plan was to make Mother 3 for consoles originally. So I'm like, it's kind of like the Shenmue thing. You know about that, right?
Yeah, Shenmue.
People got like really was like really begging for a new Shenmue, and they got it. But like, there's other games like Shenmue, but they didn't like stop like, oh, this reminds me of Shenmue. They're like, no, we want Shenmue. Like, I'm like, hey, it's Undertale, but like, all right, there's other games like Undertale and Earthbound, but it doesn't have the same. I want Itoi to make it, because he's the real mastermind behind this. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna say you're grumpy all day.
Well, I mean, about your point that there are games that are like these other games, but you want the one game. This is a bit of a stretch, but NBA Live is like 2K, but everybody plays 2K. Because NBA Live sucks. It's just so bad compared to the awesomeness and the smoothness that is 2K, the 2K series.
Now I think about it, both of those games suck. And we can move on to something else.
There's a case.
We can move on to NBA games then, because I mean, I think the Earthbound's gonna still be an open case for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be sitting on Earthbound Island over here. Anyway, I'm playing.
You're not alone there.
The NBA. Since I don't have an Xbox One, alright, I'm gonna be upfront about that. I haven't played any new games, like all the way from Rise, Son of Rome to any games like Overwatch. I haven't played any next gen games.
Rise is on this gen.
It's on
your gen.
No, it's on the. I'm talking about like the launch games all the way up to like all those PS4, Xbox One games. I haven't played any of them. So they keep making they had NBA 2K14 that was on the Xbox One and PS4, and they up-res it. It was very nice. It was very like good production, good graphics, good all that, good nice story.
All right.
But 2K from that, hey, Jackson Ellis was my rival. He was a pretty cool guy. He was a douche. That's what I liked about him. He reminds me of Gary actually, from Pokemon. Anyway, but I tried to buy NBA 2K14 on PC because I didn't have an Xbox One on.
Don't do that.
Or PS3, but it was still Xbox 360 graphics. I'm like, but
Yeah, well,
do you not like money, or do you just that hateful against the PC?
who needs money?
And people brought up the point that they think PC people are just gonna pirate their game, and that's very disrespectful.
No, the PC ports just suck. It doesn't matter.
No, they made the ports suck. They gave us the last gen versions because they don't want us to pirate the good one.
What?
And I'm like,
No, then the PS3 and Xbox 360 people are gonna pirate it.
no, because if it's hard,
basically
it's
the
hard to
same.
pirate a console game though.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I get
But
what
see-
you're
see
saying.
what
If
I'm-
they want them to pirate it, if they don't want them to pirate it, make it good.
No, they think that we're gonna pirate no matter what, so they gave us the bad one, and it took us
Yeah,
it took us the year after that to get the good one on PC.
still
but
sucks.
lines up. No. The new one is actually.
2K15?
Which one we on 2K16, right?
Yeah, we're on 16 right now.
What? 15 was sucked too, right?
15 sucked.
All right,
Yeah,
16
terrible.
is I know that for a fact. 16 is good. I mean the servers are bad, but I mean I wouldn't know because my computer can't run that game.
Well, then what are we talking about here, Mark?
Well, my point was they keep making NBA 2K games for Xbox 360 and PS3.
They're done now, I think. 16 was the last. 15 was the last. I think it was 15.
And they kept making me angry because from 2K13 to 2K16 or whatever, the last one, it was the exact same game, and I bought those games. They're exactly the same.
I have a very funny story about that.
All right,
You're
oh,
done.
go ahead.
Okay, so you know how when you're playing through the My Career and you get these like endorsement deals or whatever, and you get to be on the cover of the 2K game?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm playing 2K15, and the email that I got beforehand said, you get to be on the cover of 2K16, but then when I look at the actual thing, it's the 2K15 box, and when they say the little commercial thing in between the halftime of my game or whatever, it says 2K15. It's just a reskin. So, I mean, I knew it was bad beforehand, but now it's very...
2K17 is coming out on Xbox 360.
What? It's coming out on PS3 too, or just...
Well, I mean, it's probably going on both. Yeah, it's coming on PlayStation 3.
That would make sense. Good.
But I mean, it's not the point. No one should ever buy this game, but I know mothers that don't know better and dumb little kids are gonna go out and ask their mom to buy it for the Xbox 360. And I know it's because
You calling me a dumb little kid?
or poor people that can't afford the next console.
Oh, I'd rather be a dumb little kid than poor.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, what were you?
Well, I know this is gonna happen because I'm playing MW2 and they're still like level 1. I mean like private first class playing this game, and they're just getting the Xbox 360. I could tell because it only costs like $50 now to get an Xbox 360. I guess it's just sad. You're playing the multiplayer of the game too. Like you have no friends to play with you, and it's just sad. Hey, it's Dante. God, gotta love him, man. I'm like, no, you don't.
Alright, let me know when you wanna...
Alright, you ready?
Yeah, you ready? You still wanna rave about Dante some more? He your best friend?
Later. He's my best friend. We'll talk about that later. Alright, we're back from... We back?
Yeah, we back.
Alright, we're back from the break. Sam, it's your turn to talk.
Alright, so recently, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, people got in such a tizzy, right? Because they're like, Captain America's a Nazi. That's not okay. I don't think it's a big problem. I mean, we're only one issue in.
Wait, can you explain this to me? Like, does he partner up with like a Nazi person?
No. So Captain America standing in a plane. I don't know. I haven't read the story yet. I've just seen the panels. He's standing in a plane and he turns around. He's like, "Hail Hydra!" And people are like, "Whoa, Cap's been a Nazi this whole time." Because the writers were like, "This is the real Captain America. It's not a clone, not an android, none of that. He's been a Nazi. This is the real him. Deal with it." And so the thing that he's been fighting against his entire life is the thing he secretly is a part of. People are in such a big thing about that. But I'm relating it to the modern political race. You've got Donald... Because earlier in the comic, you got one guy, Red Skull. He says some things that are very similar to Donald Trump about immigrants and terrorists. Then you got Cap, who's like, "I'm a Nazi. Nazis are socialists, right? Fair? Is that a fair?" They're close to people.
They're just ultra nationalists.
Yeah, true.
Being Nazi, not necessarily being socialist. But go on.
Anyway, then you got Bernie Sanders, who a lot of people are saying is pretty close to a socialist. So I'm thinking this is just drawing parallels between the 2016 presidential race.
I mean, when you bring up something like Captain America, you're talking to a wall here.
Yeah.
But that sounds like a very cogent reading of that article. I mean, of that comic, whatever lame stuff you're into.
Oh,
I mean, it's not lame. It's cool.
All right. Well, you said I could talk about whatever, and I questioned that at first.
All right, guys, go ahead.
What about you? You seen any movies lately?
I've seen Saving Private Ryan. Very timely. It's a classic.
It's a classic, yeah.
I love how realistic it all is. That second scene when they're storming Normandy is just so intense.
I forgot you're a sick bastard.
I'm not sick.
Kidding.
I just like things. I like war movies. Like when I grew up playing Call of Duty. It's like on consoles. I grew up playing Call of Duty, and I always knew it's like if I shoot somebody in the head, they just like nothing happened to the body. I'm like, I want it to be more authentic. So I've been like looking for more authentic like war movies. And the first two that came up was Saving Private Ryan and Black Hawk Down. I watched that movie. I really enjoyed it. But the one thing, like the movie was basically perfect. Like everyone, it was like had me hanging on my seat the whole time. But the one thing I didn't like about it is that
there were like 4 Private Ryans.
Oh yeah, I love that. That was funny to me. That was funny. Is that Tom Hanks, whatever his name was, and his sidekick, I forgot his name, but they had this scene that it was right after they went by like a crashed plane, and they was going up to a hill and storming a German bunker, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And right before, like Tom Hanks was like really mad, and then his sidekick was like said something like, why don't can I just go left? I want to go left. Can I lead? I'm like, no, shut up. And like, oh, they're hinting at like dissension between the troops, and like it didn't really pay off. I mean, it kind of did, because after they cleared the base, like they started yelling at each other, like not directly, but I don't know. Well, besides that, I think introduced a nice problem and had a nice story, and it made you really question, man, why do we even war? What's the point of all this? I guess that's the point. It was a fun ride, but it was also depressing.
If you want some realistic war depictions, try the sniper games.
The sniper games?
Sniper Elite.
Oh yeah, I played Sniper Elite 1. I didn't beat it though, cause it's like, you ever like really into a game and then you almost become that person, and like when you're about to die, you feel like you're about to die. Almost.
You became a military grade sniper? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm saying like I feel like I'm gonna die if I let this character die.
Yeah, I've been into games like that.
And once I'm off the game, like I can't go back, because it's like almost to a point like too authentic. It's kind of like Skyrim for me. Why are you laughing?
I'm sorry, you said too authentic and then like Skyrim, and it took me a second to see where you're going with this, but go on.
Well, alright. I'll expound.
Yeah.
Is that when you're playing Skyrim, like one appeal of this game is that it can everything could kill you, and if you mess up, someone will kill you. Like everything has a consequence, and the consequence is that you will die. And it has me like once I like played like the first like 15 hours of it, I hated the game at first because like, why is everything killing me? There's nothing like Pokemon, and I just got that like that's the game. Like when you're like you just play for like a whole session, like about 4 or 5 hours, you didn't die, and then you just got this like really good like Warhammer from the bottom of the dungeon. Like, oh, I can't die. Like, I mean, and then you just die all.
One step out of the cave.
One step, you're done. I mean, on Xbox there's auto saves, so it's not as bad, but it's still like, the consequence is like on PC, you might not have auto saves, right?
They do have auto saves.
Oh, they don't. I mean,
it's
they
exactly, do. Yeah, it's exactly like console, except
the load times are better.
Moddable, yes, and mods, lots of mods.
The consequence is like not only you die like in a dramatic fashion sometimes, and like it just feels like you're really into the game. At least I do. At least I get really into the game, but the punishment is that you have to watch this like 45-second to a minute and a half load time. Like, oh man, and you have to wallow in your pain anyway.
It's like, hey, you died. Here's like a long time for you to think about that. Think about how you're a failure and how you suck at life, and get good script.
Think about how you have to find all those flawless amethysts again.
Oh yeah.
I still haven't done that.
The unusual gems.
No, Talon J, he wanted me to get 3 flawless amethysts.
Oh, that guy, yeah, 3 fall.
And
that was a good quest. You don't get much, but it was good for me. I made a jeweler build. He was a smither that only made jewelry. It was a pretty fun roleplay.
Alright. Anyway, another movie I watched, at least the first like half an hour, was of course Black Hawk Down. It seemed like an okay movie. I didn't get to like any of the intense fight scenes yet because my iPhone, being the piece of garbage that
Wonderful technology. No, sorry, Steve.
It's like the hardware itself is not very good.
Of course not.
Well, maybe it's because I had like all my storage full, all 5 gigabytes of my storage. It was full, so I guess it took away from the processing power. And like sometimes if you have either too much of your storage filled up, or too many apps on, or too many windows in the Chrome app, like it'll just crash. Like you can't have more than like 20 tabs. I know it's a little excessive.
Why would you have more than 20 tabs anyway? Why would you have up to 20 tabs?
I don't believe in bookmarks, alright? I don't believe in that. Don't exist, alright?
They're a myth?
They're a myth.
Like Sasquatch?
I think Sasquatch is real, actually.
Alright, you do you.
Anyway, iPhone's a piece of garbage. Another movie I watched the first 20 minutes of episode 4, right?
Yeah, A New Hope?
I don't know the title of it. Alright. I mean, it's basically what I watched is like this one Jedi guy with a sword. What do they call that thing? Lightsaber. Star sword. It's a star sword. Yeah, it's that guy.
He watched episode 1 of Phantom Menace, also known as the worst one in the series.
And he meets what's that guy name? The guy that he speaks funny.
Jar Jar Binks?
Yes, he meets Jar Jar.
No.
And then the both of them got captured by some underwater guy or whatever.
Big fish thing? Oh wait, they were in the Gungan capital. With a fat toad guy that also speaks funny, kind of jowly, shakes around.
You know, I don't know. I don't remember I have like...
That's probably better that you don't remember.
It was after like the big fish was chasing them. They went to like a chasm. Then they got captured in this place.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Alright. And like, it was kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Star Wars is not for me. I just want to watch the big fight scenes. Like, is there any of these in this movie?
In that one, not really.
Is it mostly like sword battling?
Yeah. Oh, there's one at the end that I think I showed you in study hall. No, it was Ben. Anyway, there's one at the end. That's all you need to watch. You just look that up on YouTube. That's all you need from that movie.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, he's...
Who knew he would become what he became?
Yeah.
What year this came out?
Like 99, probably.
I always thought the Star Wars movies were older than that.
Yeah, 3 of them are.
When those came out?
Like the 70s. First one came out in like 74.
God.
74, 80, 85, maybe?
No. Basically.
Write in the comments if you know.
No one's gonna watch this ever.
Nah.
You know what we should do? We should put it on Reddit and then let people rip into it.
Put it on r/roast us.
Yeah, that's basically the only 3 movies that I watched or partially watched, and probably the only movies I'm gonna watch for like the next 10 years. Because I don't really like watching movies because I feel like I have ADD and I can't sit down and watch a video past 20 minutes. I really can't do any, focus on one thing for past 5 minutes, really. And I don't like going to the theater. The theater. Because I don't like being in big dark rooms.
Fair. Theaters can be pretty sketchy.
I mean, ever since that the Dark Knight thing happened.
Aurora, Colorado.
Yeah. Never again.
Although if you actually get scared of that kind of thing, you're letting the terrorists win. It's like eating thin crust pizza. If you eat thin crust pizza, the terrorists win.
What? I don't think I get the joke.
It's not a joke. It's because it's so un-American.
Oh. Well, pizza's un-American.
Not the pizza we eat. It's too American.
No, but...
It's not Italian.
Well,
it is objectively Americanized.
What if I said all that stuff that they used to make it was made in China?
Good for them.
Well, then it's not... Whatever.
I get what you're saying, but like, if you import eggs from China, what's wrong with you? We have chickens here. Do that. Make your dough out of stuff here.
My families are real Americans, actually, because they have their own chickens.
Like Native Americans?
No, that's not what I meant.
Well, they're not real. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Well, who is really, the people who are in charge are not real Americans then?
No one's a real American. America's not real. We're not real.
It's not like... Where do you begin when saying that, actually? Alright, let's move to political talk.
Ooh, political talk. I love this.
Where do you really start then? Because, Native Americans, if you go back long enough, you just say Native Americans are real Americans and no one else is. But if you go farther back than that, you say no one's really American, we're all African.
But if you go further back than that, depending on...
We're all carbon.
How you want to... Depending on what you believe.
Oh, and bigger than that. That's a dumb argument. I hate...
Yeah, it is.
I hate all that. I want to talk about... I keep seeing these commercials or these YouTube ads talking about this fruit has no GMOs in it. And GMOs just mean genetically modified.
Organisms, yeah.
Yeah. And mutations are genetic modification. So if genetic modification is okay, because if we didn't have genetic modification, most, because if we didn't have mutations, we'd all be single cell organisms. Just think about that. I keep noticing time and time again, people don't know how to use words. Literally, basically, GMOs.
It is literally the worst thing ever. He's literally here right now.
Could we just say transgenic? Is it that hard? People are scared.
But that's a big word, Mark.
Transgenic. It's three syllables.
That's 2 more syllables than most Americans can handle. No offense. You know I'm right, though.
I don't know. I find myself being disappointed in my peers and my elders. Transgenic, it's not even that scientific. It is a scientific word, but the reason that they're not using it is because they think it's scientific. But if you just start using it, it's become a regular word like every other word. Stop being stupid, please.
Yeah, trans. You know what that means? It means a cross, basically. Trans America, Trans Am. It's a train company. Genic, genes, genetic. It's the thing that makes you you.
Oh, those things I wear?
Really not that, yes.
The things I can't fit in because I have a 50 waist. But I still want to fit these clothes so I can look good going to the club.
If you want to buy Mark new clothes, send size 50
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the dirty Americans.
For this P.O. box.
All right, make sure you give clothes to. I'm a 5'5",
Homeless people?
5'5", 500 pounds, 50 waist.
5'5", really?
Hmm?
Yeah, what?
Huh?
5'5", yeah. That's tall. Pretty up there.
I swear, I was a lineman back in my day playing football. They just told me to sit right there. You don't have to put your arms up. They can't run around you. I mean, they can't run into you. Imagine that. I guess that's basically me.
Yeah.
Cause
basically you now.
that's what they want me to do. I'm 6'5", about 250, and they just want me to stand there.
Whatever works.
Anyway, so who you voting for? Well, can you even vote by the time?
I can't vote.
Me will be 18.
Next February.
Oh, well, I can't vote anyway. Like my birthday is a month after the election. But who would you vote for?
I'd probably vote Bernie. Although if I could vote, I'd probably research it more.
I think you did enough research compared to everyone else. I feel like most people don't know what they're talking about.
Wait, what's Donald Trump again? Republican. That's what. Yeah. Kidding, everybody.
Yeah.
How about you? You vote for Hillary?
I don't know. I wouldn't vote for Donald Trump. I'd probably vote for Bernie Sanders. But I don't know. I'm confused. Why do people like Donald Trump? Like, is there like an overwhelming audience that just don't like immigrants that I don't deal with?
There are a lot more racist people than I think we thought.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing, because we live in a very diverse city, I guess. I mean, it is.
Yeah, did you see Trump's rally here? It was like an hour outside the city. All white people. Thousands of white people.
It wasn't in New Orleans, right?
It was like very shortly outside the city. Maybe it was across the river. I don't know.
Oh, dirty West Bank.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Bunch of wankers.
I mean, there's a lot of those here. Some in this house.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. Rip.
But anyway, I just feel like I just don't realize how many like rampant racists they are to say. Like you always think that you came so far, you made so much progress, but you really don't. Like laws don't change how people think. It's not even a reflection of not a reflection of the majority almost. It's like a reflection of what the people in power want.
It's a reflection of the people who claim to be reflections of the majority.
And this kind of goes back to like something I've always been thinking. Why can't we just be upfront with ourselves? That's kind of what Donald Trump's doing, which I appreciate. That's the only thing I can appreciate about him. He's not covering up. He's not acting like he want to be diplomatic with people. Because I think we don't, like, most people just want to be like, America is the best. Like, let's keep it that way by force or otherwise.
That's basically what he's saying.
And I think like if he gets that, we could finally be like upfront ourselves and like be transparent. Because right now I feel like there's an illusion of diplomacy, I guess.
Do you want transparency to a point that we all die?
Well, I assume if he gets in presidency, I'm moving to Canada.
No, Canada's not taking you in.
Why?
Because you wouldn't have like a legitimate visa.
I can't buy one.
You can get one, but you wouldn't have a legitimate reason for it.
I want to live in Canada.
You're just gonna want to live in Canada. Is that what you're gonna say?
Is that a crime?
I don't know, but from what I hear, Canadian government officials
they're xenophobic. They're xenophobic.
No, they're just saying like you can't just move here because you're not really a political refugee, so you can't claim that.
Is that like that in every country?
Well, you're not really a political refugee if the guy you don't want to win wins.
Well, I'm not. That doesn't.
I'm just saying that's for the broader group of people that are like, well, I'm gonna move if Donald Trump wins.
I'm like, I'm serious though. Like, if he becomes president, the landscape of America will probably change a lot.
And don't move to Canada, move to like Norway.
I don't want.
Because it's far enough away from both America and Russia and North Korea that if the nukes were launched, it would be like just barely inside or outside of the nuclear fallout.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you're in Canada, it's like right.
Nah, I'm going
there.
to like North Canada, like it's really cold, like where the Inuits used to live.
Used to. There's still some there.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, most of them are dead, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't. I don't want to go across the sea unless the Bering land bridge comes back up, which seems like it's not going to happen at this rate. It's going to get even more submerged in water.
I think they were suggesting a superhighway from Hawaii to, or from like England to America.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That would not be. Could you imagine driving across the Atlantic Ocean?
It's basically like driving over Lake Pontchartrain for like hours.
Like probably a day, depending on traffic.
Oh God,
that would be like a whole.
And it just takes one little break, and then like it would take hours for that to relay that message to the other side, so they wouldn't.
No, it wouldn't take hours.
Oh yeah, we got cell
phones. Just like call them up and be like, "Hey, the bridge fell."
It would take them hours to come out and fix it, I guess.
Yeah, that would.
That would be.
That would not work.
And then you have to turn around and, sound like a mess. Anyway,
just have it go one way.
Anyway, I think we talked enough this time. We got any closing thoughts?
Yeah. Trump's a racist. Video games.
I'm not sure about that.
Not news. Not really. This is Sam Lucker and...
No, wait. If you have questions for us or tips on how to improve, put some in the comment, what they call it there?
The comment section?
The comment section, all right. And email us at G.T.O podcast@gmail.com. You put questions there. We can answer your questions because we have all the answers. It may not seem like it. We're only 17. We got all the answers, I'm pretty sure. And if you have anything to say to us, or you want to be on a podcast, maybe you can do that, right?
Yeah, probably. Email, Facebook, Twitter, social media, all that crap. Links in the description. Doobly-doo. However crap you want
to. Because we're still finding this out. We don't know. Like, as you know, this podcast is kind of a jumbled mess from what I feel.
It was terrible.
I mean, I don't want to say it was terrible.
I don't know if I stopped recording at one point. We'll find out.
Ooh.
Learning.
What? So, if you want to, like, if you think, want to give us a couple topics to talk about, we'll talk about them. Because we learned in the art of BSing topics, so we could draw some out of it.
We are still in the minor leagues, so give us your tips.
Yeah, this is our first podcast.
Just the tips.
The first time I actually made a video. All right, I actually made a podcast with anyone else. It's first collaboration, I guess.
Is it really a collab though? If we're starting out as two people?
I mean, I had channels in the past.
All right.
Oh, you want to talk? Oh man, let's talk about that.
Links to those.
Links to those are in the description. I got a good 300 videos that you can watch right now. If you don't have faith in me, watch those, and you probably.
You're gonna continue to not have faith.
Yeah, whatever.
And don't look for me either, please.
Both of those links will be in the description.
All three of them. I'll put my channel in there too.
All right.
Cry.
So I hope you enjoyed, and if you didn't enjoy, give us a 5-star rating on. YouTube doesn't have that anymore. Give us a like. Give us a like on the YouTubes.
If you like us, we'll feel the pain and cry immensely, and so you'll have done your job.
And I hope you didn't listen to this whole thing like in depthly. I hope you're doing your homework or something behind this, because, that's rough.
Also, I don't think our outros will be this long in the past or in the future.
They won't be this long. They'll definitely be like 10 to 12 minutes longer. There'll be videos onto themselves. Don't worry.
Our outros will be longer than the actual podcast.
So
guaranteed.
What else? You want to pimp anything else out?
Nah, I don't want to pimp anything else out. I ain't a pimp. Good luck with your lives.
Nah, I don't want you to have good luck.
So
I want to succeed, and you could fail, and you could buy my products. Do we have any discount codes?
No, we don't have any discount codes. We aren't sponsored by anything. But check out Rebel Galaxy. It's 50% off on Steam. Not our discount, but it's a discount for you, if that sounds interesting.
Oh, and check out Summon Night Sword Craft Story. I know it's a GBA game. You just download an emulator or something, play it, or buy it off Amazon. But if you like RPGs and you like smashing A,
check it out.
And it's on PlayStation and all that. What was that? Cut that out. That's getting out of here.
Yeah.
All right, we're done.